First of all, I'm here with Khalifa. We're here to talk about the Turners Falls Comic Book Club again, because last time you had a pep rally. So this time we're in the car so we can have a chat like gentlemen. Our last video got several comments and questions, and some folks said that I should try harder to talk to you better with empathy for your generation. So I'm going to start us off with a dialect that you might be more comfortable with, okay? Okay. It's low-key a huge W to be vibing with you today. I know it's Delulu for me to talk to you in this skibbity brain rot, but bro came prepared. Bet. Let's lock in, bro. But chat. I'll put the fries in the bag in just a second. On God, talking with you is glow-up core happening IRL. Your enthusiasm is cooking new ways to pass the vibe check. Bet. Hearing about your comic club is the ultimate riz. It's the Giga Chad energy for me. Your passion slaps, fam. So that's the sauce. 67.
That's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah. It's very coherent.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
What? So what did I just say? Can you translate this for me?
Yeah, okay. So it is genuinely pleasant to be sitting here with you today. I know it's wild for me to converse with you in this foolish lingo, but I came prepared.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's
You did not come prepared for this, clearly.
let's lock in, bro. But guys, I'll wrap this up in just a second. On God, talking with you is very pleasing. Your enthusiasm is pleasant, and it is bringing new ways to bring the conversation forward. All right. Hearing about your comic book club is awesome. It's the superb energy that brings me pleasure. Your passion is incredible. So that's what's happening. 6-7.
What does 6-7 mean?
Dude, that could be another video.
Moving on.
Yeah.
We don't have the time for it
We
today.
don't have the time for 6-7.
Okay. So there was a few other questions that people had for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're warmed up now that I made this
warmed up.
very professional, generational speaking dialect. Okay. One of the things that a lot of folks were wanting to know is going to sound a little weird, but why did you start a comic club instead of just selling the books that you didn't want to read again?
Yeah. Well, I think, first of all, I don't really, want to part with the books. I still wanted to keep them. But also, I figured, obviously, it could be, beneficial to other people to sell a book. Because, obviously, if they're buying it, they probably need it. But I figured doing, the club idea would be, overall more positive and, beneficial.
Yeah.
Because I feel like having, the younger people who don't have, the money to go on eBay and buy a book, I think that's the base that I would rather amplify than the people who are, needing to, just buy books off the internet. I feel like the younger people is something that I would like to focus on more.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is it was pure generosity, for lack of better words.
Yeah, I guess.
I know you're a very mild-mannered individual like Clark Kent, but with all humility, it was a generous thing other than a financial thing.
Yeah.
And you wanted to keep the books.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of the things that people were asking is, who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist?
Well, because you're kind of representing your generation on our YouTube channel, and a lot of people wanted to know what's speaking to you in comic books right now, specifically artist and then writer.
Probably either Dan Mora or Chris Anka.
Okay, can you tell us what your favorite work is by them?
So Dan Mora, I honestly haven't read a lot of his comic books, but I follow him on Twitter and Instagram, so I see his art pretty frequently.
Yeah.
So I don't really know if I could, probably just World's Finest.
Okay.
I think that's probably the book that I've read the most of, from him. I don't collect as much DC compared to Marvel, and he's like a DC exclusive artist, so I don't really get a lot of his stuff.
Do you have a favorite Marvel artist?
Yeah, probably Chris Anka. I don't think he does a lot of stuff for DC, but I know he did like Runaways. The second most recent one was he was the primary artist for most of it, and he also did like X Factor, I think, sometime in like the mid 2010s. Those are the only things I can think of that he did, but he was also like the lead artistic director or something for the Across the Spider-Verse movie.
Okay, so now this is a little non-canon, fam, but did he have anything to do with the other movie K-pop Demon Hunters that was popular?
I think he did. I think so, actually.
Because the tone of those movies were similar, and I know that they had a lot of the same production.
I feel like I remember seeing like some concept art or something on his Twitter. I think he might have had something to do with that movie. Great movie, by the way.
I mean, we all loved it. I got the soundtrack if you want to listen to it later.
Okay.
People wanted to ask if you ever wanted to be president of the United States.
I've considered it, but I think I find it beneath me.
Beneath you?
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people on our channel are saying that your name reminds them, and your demeanor reminds people of Barack Obama. So Khalifa Sek, Barack Obama. My fellow Americans, may I introduce you to your next commander-in-chief, President Khalifa Sek.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the other thing that people wanted to ask you is, have you ever been to a Comic-Con?
Yeah. I went to Rhode Island Comic-Con in, I think, 2015 or 16, something like that.
Okay.
7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
I don't remember a lot of it.
Was that your first Comic-Con?
It was, yeah.
Was that your only Comic-Con?
Yes.
Did you ever meet anybody famous?
I did, yeah.
Who'd you meet?
He's kind of like underground, so...
Like an unknown.
Yeah, some of the people watching the video might not know him.
Okay.
But when I was in the hotel, there was this artist and like writer who was in the room across from me, and I recognized him even at my young age because I was into that.
So even though he was underground, you recognized him?
Yeah, he goes by the pen name of Stan Lee. Some people might not know him though. If you know him, shout out to you.
You met Stan Lee?
Yeah.
How did you meet Stan Lee?
So when me and my mom went
underground, just totally underground. No one's ever heard of him.
My mom went to the hotel. They gave the room that my mom booked to someone else because I guess they were like overbooked or something.
Okay.
So we got like a free upgrade to like top floor penthouse suite, and we were bringing our stuff into the room, walking down the hallway, and the door, we're looking at the door, and then the door behind us opens. It's this guy putting a do not disturb sign on his door. It's just Stan Lee right there.
Stan Lee was your neighbor?
Yeah.
At the Comic-Con. In the comments section below, by all means, if you have a better story than that, please let us know. Okay, so you've met somebody famous. You've been to a Comic-Con. Oh, this is something somebody else was asking. What is your favorite storyline ever?
That is a good question. Just like the entirety of Frank Miller's Daredevil.
Frank Miller's Daredevil. When did you first come across it?
Just last year, actually. Yeah, I was trying to get like the omnibus, but it was so expensive. So I just bought the volumes. But I read, all 3 of the volumes over the summer. And then I got, like Man Without Fear and Born Again earlier, towards the start of the school year. I picked those up. And I read those, and it was just great.
A lot of our viewers are trying to kind of tap into what younger readers are into. So what was it about Frank Miller's work that spoke to you?
Okay, yeah, so I liked Daredevil as a character from like the TV show, and last year I was trying to get more into the comic books, so I figured I would start from the beginning. So I read a little bit of like Stan Lee's stuff on Daredevil, and I skipped forward a little bit. People say that Frank Miller's Daredevil is like goated, so I figured I would go from Stan Lee, skip the stuff in the middle, go to Frank Miller.
Like you said, it was goated, which means, for our viewers that don't know what goated means.
So goated is an alteration of an acronym. The acronym GOAT, G-O-A-T, stands for greatest of all time. Many people hear it in, basketball debates and such. The GOAT. So if something's goated, it means it has the capacity of being the GOAT. So it's goated.
That's the sauce. 6'7". Thank you. Do you have a comic book grail that you've always been after with?
That's a good question. I would say for a long time, it was to have issues number 1 and number 50 of Sensational She-Hulk by John Byrne. But like 2 months ago, I bought both of those.
Oh, so grail done.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, it never happened, but it would be cool to have like an Amazing Fantasy 15 or Amazing Spider-Man number 1 or something. But
it's down the road. Yeah. Career-wise. Okay.
Yeah, down the road.
But what was it about John Byrne's? Why were those your grails?
Well, John Byrne's She-Hulk is like probably my third favorite comic. Because it's really nice. It's very funny. It's like the first comic book I read that was like I was reading it and I was actually laughing at the jokes in the comic book. Like it wasn't, like Stan Lee probably thought that was funny 100 years ago. The jokes that John Byrne was writing I actually found funny. So it kind of like stuck out to me.
All right, so that you said it was number 3. Mm-hmm. So what would be number 1 and number 2?
Okay, so my top 3 is, so number 3, Sensational She-Hulk by John Byrne.
Okay.
Number 2, Frank Miller's Daredevil. And number 1 is Invincible.
Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Invincible is like a newer one as well.
Mm-hmm.
What spoke to you about Invincible? Because I know a lot of people my age haven't given it a chance yet.
A couple years ago, back when the first season of the animated adaptation from Amazon was coming out, I watched a video from this YouTuber Comic Drake, and it was kind of like Invincible's also his favorite comic, so he was kind of like, just kind of explaining what it was about, trying to get people into it because the show was just coming out. So I was like, sounds pretty good. So it's like collected in 3 like big compendiums. So I just bought the first one off Amazon right about the time the show was coming out, and I finished that and I loved it. So I bought the other 2 expeditiously, and then I finished it, and that is the only comic book of comparable size that I've ever reread. I think it's like 145 issues or something, and I've read all of them twice and some of them 3 times.
What about Invincible speaks to you as a reader? Is it the paneling? Is it the art? Or the jokes?
The art is definitely really good. There's like 3 or 4 artists that are like mainly on it for most of the time. I know Ryan Otley and Corey Walker are like the big 2. They did most of it, and I feel like there's like 1 or 2 other ones. I can't remember the name. But yeah, so though the art from those 2 specifically is really good. Ryan Otley was like the middle, like from the middle start to the middle of the end was mostly him, I think, and then the start and the end was mostly done by, I think, Corey Walker. So those 2's art specifically really stuck out to me and really like grabbed me. But also the story is just really compelling. Like from the start to the end, it's just like one continuous, thing. It's just like always pushing forward. It never really, there's obviously like, the bigger arcs, but it really just feels like it's one 150 issue long story just from the start to the finish. And it just really like, it keeps you entertained like the whole time.
There's no gaps or anything.
Yeah, there's obviously, like parts where it like slows down a little bit, and some people might lose interest. I never lost interest. It was always, really captivating to me. Even like, the slower parts where it wasn't, like big superhero fights every page. It's still like the personal aspects of it were also really like attention grabbing. So I never really like lost interest in it.
So even the slow parts were interesting. Are there any other comics out there right now that appeal to you? Like on the shelf at your local comic shop?
Yeah, so I've been reading a lot of Absolute Batman, and and so have some of my other friends in the high school. So Absolute Batman is pretty good with the young ones right now. Ultimate Spider-Man and the Ultimates are both ones that I know people in there are reading, and also just in general that I feel like a lot of people my age are tapping into. I've also been reading like Absolute Wonder Woman and the Ultimate X-Men. And I think those are ones that people are into as well. So I think like, you know, a lot of just like the absolutes and the ultimate universe. I think a lot of people, younger people, are like tuning into that because it's kind of like, you know, a good jumping on point.
Why is that?
Well, I explained to all the kids in my comic book group last year that, you know, Marvel and DC were both starting, you know, their absolute and ultimate universes. And, you know, it's just like, it starts with, you know, Absolute Batman issue 1. You know, you pick that up and just keep up with it. And that's, you know, you don't have to read anything before that. A lot of people's biggest fear getting into comic books, like especially like at a younger age, is that
not knowing the lore.
It's because it's just so much. Like if you want to get into Spider-Man, you know, Spider-Man is 60 years old.
You have a lot of catching up to do.
You got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, and it's hard to like, you know, get into from, you know, obviously it's a lot of reading, but also like the accessibility of it.
Yeah.
You know, like if you want to read older Spider-Man stuff, you have to either, you know, like get Marvel Unlimited or, you know, buy the collections that they, you know, put out, if they, you know, even do. You know, they don't reprint everything. So you got to either get the reprints, read it digitally, or, you know, try your best to find it online, or read it not legally. So, you know, it's harder to get
It's
into
harder,
older stuff.
and either way, it's expensive. All right. That was actually really insightful, dude. Thank you. Okay, got a few more questions for you. Okay. How do people get a hold of you? If people are out there and want to help your comic club or reach out to you, they have donations for you, how do they do it? How do they find you?
There's an Instagram page. It's going to be TFHS Comic Club.
All right.
I have my boy put it in the description.
It'll be
for
there.
all you guys.
Promise. I'm his boy.
He's my boy.
Please continue. I'm just a little misty. Go on.
So if anyone out there would like to
Shoot you a DM.
yeah, the DMs are open. There's more posts coming soon, so you know, you can shoot a DM, shoot a comment, you know, I'll get back to you. So yeah, if you're interested in making a donation through, you know, just like sending a book over, it's always appreciated. And there's probably someone in the school that would, you know, want to read whatever it is that's getting sent in.
So anything, send anything, right? What is the future of your comic club? Because you're a senior, but it's going to stay alive. It's still going to be Khalifa's Comic Club. So somebody's going to take it over for you? Because you're the president right now.
This is true.
All right, so technically you are the president, just not of the United States yet, but I will be voting for Khalifa. Do you have a president next year that's lined up yet, or no?
Got people in mind.
You got a few people in mind, okay. Is there anything that people out there could do for you now? Like, if people go to flea markets or tag sales, you're going to be taking your books with you because they are yours and they're important to you. So what is your comic club going to need?
So it's a lot of Batman and Superman people are reading. I think I got 2 or 3 people reading Superman, and then 2 people reading Batman, 1 Spider-Man, and then I'm reading Daredevil, and then there's 1 guy reading Invincible. So what people are mostly interested in is, you know, like when you think of superhero, what pops in your head? You know, like Batman, Superman,
The classics.
Spider-Man, you know, Wonder Woman, Captain America, Iron Man.
The big ones.
Yeah, the big ones.
And you're going to keep up with the comic club, or you're going to be done after this year?
I'll stay in touch with them because, you know, everyone that's in there I'm, you know, friends with. So I'll be, you know, even outside of the club, I'll be keeping in touch with them. So
okay.
I'll definitely have my ear to the ground. I'll know what they got going on.
Okay, so if people do send books and do donate, you're going to be around, so they'll trust you with them. One of the other questions that came up with people, do you watch any YouTube channels about comic books?
Yeah, I know you're friends with him. lunchmoneycomics.
Yep.
Does a lot of videos. I've reached out to him personally, actually. So I've conversed with him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff on his shelf. So, he's pretty famous now for his background wall. Have you ever watched any of his videos and saw something he picked up and felt a little envious or jealous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
What was one of the comics that he picked up that you're like, wow?
This one video, he went to it was like this warehouse. It was like a bunch of long boxes full of comics. It was I think it was like a dollar sale or something. And he just brought his own box and filled it up with stuff. And I think there was this one issue of Spider-Man. It had a cool cover on it. And I was like, dang, that's cool.
All right. Well, if Mike from Lunch Money Comics was listening right now, what would you say to him?
Hey, Mike.
All right. Let's see what else we got.
That's my buddy Nathaniel right there. He's in the comic book club.
Oh, is he really?
We could get an interview from one of the members right now.
Seriously?
Yeah, come here. What? Are you late for class or something?
No, I'm going home.
Yeah, okay, come here.
Nathaniel, you got 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Ben Toz,
Nice to meet you.
YouTuber. You're in the comic club?
Yeah.
You want to hop in for 5 minutes?
Sure.
All right. All right, so this is a treat. We just got another member of the comic book club. This is where all the kids hang out. It's in the parking lot of high schools, right? So instead of going home, you're talking to me, just another old schmuck. Ready for this?
Yeah.
What's your favorite comic book right now?
Right now, as of this moment, Absolute Batman.
We were just talking about that. All right, so what speaks to you about Absolute Batman? Because we were just talking about that with Khalifa.
I like it so much because it's so much different than any normal Batman comic, and just how instead of him being this rich billionaire, everything he's a blue collar guy. He's hardworking every day.
But agree or disagree?
Yeah. No, I was. it was Gen Z. This guy won't get it.
You can explain it later. But it's more relatable too.
Yeah.
All right. How long you been into comics, Nathaniel?
I've been into superheroes all my life, but I haven't started actually reading comics until a few years ago. He actually got me into reading comics.
Yeah. What was the first comic you started reading?
Good question.
Thank you. That's what we do here.
I think it's Batman Hush.
Ooh, okay. I remember when that came out. Were you into it, or it was just a leaping off point for you?
It was kind of a leaping off point, but I really enjoyed it.
So you said you've been into superheroes forever, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay. Favorite superhero?
It flip-flops between Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman.
Okay. Favorite superhero?
Daredevil.
Okay. We covered that last video, but now we review. All right. Favorite supervillain?
Oh. Magneto.
Ooh, nice.
I thought you were gonna say Dr. Doom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. So, Khalifa, if you were a damsel in distress, who would you want to come rescue you?
Not him. She-Hulk.
She-Hulk?
Yeah.
I would count on her, too. Nathaniel, who would you want to come rescue you? If you were a damsel in distress.
Damsel in distress. I mean, you gotta go Superman.
Really?
Yeah. I mean...
The ultimate Boy Scout.
Yeah.
If you were stuck on an island with a superhero for a week, who would you want to be stuck there with?
Probably She-Hulk.
Yeah, there's a connection there with She-Hulk. So why She-Hulk? She looks good in a bathing suit. Okay. It's a generational thing. I can't argue with that. Okay. Some things are eternal. All right, Nathaniel, who would you want to get stuck on an island with?
Wolverine.
I'm trying to imagine you sitting around a campfire smoking cigars together. He's whittling wood. What would that... I can understand the She-Hulk thing. What would a week be like with Wolverine? He's a grumpy sourpuss. How would that go for you?
I mean, he'd keep me safe. Definitely.
If he likes you. People like him now.
He's a likable guy.
He's a likable guy.
He'd warm up to me.
Okay. From the younger generation, this is an important question that all of my viewers want to know, because my viewers are my age, guys in their 40s or 50s. Gentlemen, what do women want?
He doesn't know.
Yeah. That's just your question.
You guys are hip, good-looking, young people, intelligent, the top ultimate Riz of your class. Come on. What do women want?
They want chalant men. You gotta be chalant. If you're nonchalant, you're cut.
I'll look that up later, making a note. Nathaniel, what do women want?
Kindness.
Oh, okay. Keeping it soft and simple, but true. I like that. Gentlemen, last question of the day. Who wants to go first?
That guy.
Okay.
Nathaniel, what is your quest in life?
My quest in life. It's another great question. Just to be happy. I want to be happy. I don't really know how I'm gonna be happy yet, but
Okay.
I'm gonna figure it out.
As a crotchety old man whose pursuit is still happiness, what makes you happy now?
Money. But money's probably two. My number one would probably be like, I don't know, just being a good person.
Money makes you happy, or having money to do things makes you happy? Because money's just paper.
Yeah.
Or something digital, crypto. But what do you do with money that makes you happy?
Go to strip club.
I was gonna say buy comic books.
Strip club, comic books, same thing, really. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fantasy. You do? Is that what makes you happy?
No, I don't go to the strip club.
I don't even know if there is one.
We actually didn't we look it up?
I
Think
think so.
Yeah, we were in the car coming back from like Hadley or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to put this in the video, but so I've never been to a strip club.
Me neither.
I would rather spend my dollars on comic books.
Yeah.
It's just somehow more fulfilling. Money makes you happy with what you do with it. Would you say yes or no? Or like having money fills you with security, freedom?
I'd say part of it is the things I can do with money.
Yeah.
But another part of it is the security of it. Like
Okay.
just having it there to know that if something ever comes up, or like I just have it as a security blanket.
Makes you feel safe. Thank you. Khalifa, what is your quest in life?
My driving mission in life is to have more of a positive impact than a negative impact.
On who?
The world
Okay.
in general. Every person I come across.
How's it going? You doing a good job?
He's doing a great job.
All right. Defend. How's he doing a great job? Not to be in the hot seat.
Well, I mean, speak for myself personally.
That's all you can do.
He's a good friend of mine. I like to hang out with him. I like to be around him.
Does he bring more good than evil?
I'd say so.
Okay. These are the leaders of our future, and finally I can retire. So, guys, thank you so much for being here today. Khalifa, it's always a pleasure. Thanks, man. And Nathaniel, it's great meeting you. Who the hell is this guy? All right,
That's actually
thanks.
what I was wondering when I walked out here.
Like, who the hell's parked in that spot?
Yeah. Why is Khalifa in his car?
All good questions. And that, what the hell is Khalifa doing in that car? And you were just going to get in your car and drive away?
Yeah.
Okay. Not very superhero-y. Gentlemen, thank you for doing the best you can, being kind, being positive, and you guys are both clearly doing as much as you can. And that's really all that you can do in life, is the best you can. So, everybody, that's the sauce. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.